What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Friday, May 19th, 2017, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Grunge legend and peerless rock vocalist Chris Cornell was found dead in a Detroit hotel room on Wednesday night, shortly after Soundgarden performed the concert at the city's Fox Theater. The cause of death was immediately unknown and under investigation by Detroit police. Later on Thursday, the medical examiner ruled Cornell's death as a suicide by hanging. Cornell's rep, Brian Bunbury, called the death sudden and unexpected and said his wife and family were shocked by it. Two Detroit newspapers citing a police spokesman first reported that Cornell, who was on tour, was found with a band around his neck. Cornell was born July 20th, 1964 in Seattle, which became the fertile crescent of the grunge rock scene of the 1990s. Cornell formed Soundgarden in 1984 with Kim Thayil and Hiro Yamamoto, both of whom he played in a Seattle cover band called the Shemps. Predating most of the grunge bands who would come to define the sound for the mainstream, such as Pearl Jam, Nirvana, and Alice in Chains, Soundgarden were an essential force in establishing the sound of grunge, a melange of sludge, metal, punk, distorted guitars, wounded vocals, and lyrics about alienation. Soundgarden debuted with the 1987 EP Screaming Life on Sub Pop Records, which was followed by the 1988 EP Fop, prior to the band's full-length 1988 debut album Ultra Mega OK, an essential touchstone in the codification of the grunge genre. Soundgarden's 1989 major label debut for A&M Records, Louder Than Love, became their first album to chart on the Billboard 200 Albums charts, and they broke through commercially with 1991's Bad Motor Finger, which produced the singles Jesus Christ Pose, Rusty Cage, and Outshine. Videos for the latter two songs got heavy MTV airplay. That same year, Cornell, along with members of what would become Pearl Jam, released the eponymous Temple of the Dog album, which was a tribute to Mother Love Bone singer Andrew Wood, who, a former roommate of Cornell's, who died of a heroin overdose. Super Unknown 1994 took Soundgarden to even greater heights. The album became their only studio LP to top the Billboard 200 Albums charts, and all 5 singles charted on the alternative song charts. Of those songs, Black Hole Sun and Spoonman were all-time rock classics. On 1996, Down on the Upside, the band moved away from the heaviness of their previous releases and began experimenting with the more psychedelic sound. After a 1996 Lollapalooza tour and ensuing world tour, internal tensions led to the band to call it quits in 1997. They reunited for 2012's well-received King Animal and continued to tour until Cornell's death. While Soundgarden's output was warmly received by Generation X listeners and positively reviewed by critics, Cornell's solo output, save for his 1999 solo debut, Euphoria Morning, was less so. But his career got a massive second wind when he joined forces with members of the Rage Against the Machine to create Audioslave in 2001. Melding Rage Against the Machine's blistery punk metal attack with his nearly 4-octave range, Audioslave netted Cornell a new generation of rock fans. Audioslave also fared better on the Billboard Hot 100 than Soundgarden had. While Soundgarden only charted one Hot 100 hit, Black Rain, peaking at number 96, Audioslave placed 7 songs on the Hot 100 over the course of 3 albums, including the hard rock classics Like a Stone and Cochise from their 2002 self-titled debut album. Cornell collaborated with an eclectic collection of artists throughout his careers, including Alice Cooper, Timbaland, Mudhoney, Carl Santana, and Screaming Trees. He made a cameo in 1992's film Singles and later performed one of the better latter-day James Bond theme songs, You Know My Name, from 2006 Casino Royale. That song was the lead single from his second solo album, 2007's Carry On, which also featured a cover of Michael Jackson's Billie Jean. After covering the King of Pop, Cornell delved even deeper into the world of dance, pop, and R&B on his third solo LP, 2009 Scream, which was executive produced by Timbaland. Eschewing guitars for electronics, the album was certainly Cornell's most artistically risky, but it was met with confusion from fans and scathing reviews from critics. In 2015's Higher Truth, a solo album released amidst Soundgarden's reunion, Cornell returned to rock, but continued to experiment using drum loops and even a hurdy-gurdy on the album. Cornell spoke openly about his struggles with addiction, fighting both alcohol and pill dependency at various points in his life. He went sober in 2002 and bulked the deification of rock stars whose lives were claimed by addiction. Speaking to the Tampa Bay Times in 2016, Cornell said people die of drug overdoses every day that nobody talks about. It's a shame that famous people get all the focus because it then gets glorified a little bit, like this person was too sensitive for the world, and a light twice as bright lives half as long, and all that, which is all bullshit. It's not true. Cornell's first wife was Soundgarden manager Susan Silver. They had one child, Lillian Jean, in 2000, and divorced in 2004. He married Vicky Kariananis in 2004, and they had two children together, a daughter in 2004 and a son in 2005. In the philanthropic realm, the couple co-founded the Chris and Vicky Cornell Foundation to support homeless, abused, and impoverished children. Prior to Cornell's death, Soundgarden had been working on the follow-up album to 2012's King Animal. Roger Ailes, the former chairman of Fox News, died Thursday after complications from a serious fall last week, according to Florida officials. He was 77. Ailes, who resigned from his post at Fox amid sexual harassment allegations, fell in his bathroom on May 10th and suffered a serious cut and subsequent subdural hematoma, or bleeding of the brain. That fall that caused the injury had not been reported prior to Ailes' death, and it was not immediately clear whether it had caused him to be hospitalized. The Palm Beach County Medical Examiner's Office ruled the death an accident, but declined further comment, pending an autopsy to be completed Friday. They said that there were no signs of foul play. Ailes' wife Elizabeth confirmed her husband's death in a statement to Drudge Report. I am profoundly sad and heartbroken to report that my husband Roger Ailes passed away this morning. Roger was a loving husband to me, to his son Zachary, and a loyal friend to many. He was also a patriot, profoundly grateful to live in a country that gave him so much opportunity to work hard, to rise, and to give back. During a career that stretched over 5 decades, his work in entertainment, in politics, and in news affected the lives of many millions, and so even as we mourn his death, we celebrate his life. Ailes served as the chairman and CEO of Fox News since the network's launch in October 1996, and he was credited with leading the organization to become one of the United States' most watched television news channels. Sexual harassment allegations, journalists by Megyn Kelly and Gretchen Carlson led to Ailes negotiating the terms of his departure with the network and ultimately his resignation in late June of last year. Carlson filed a lawsuit earlier in July against 21st Century Fox over the alleged sexual harassment, which the company settled in September for $20 million. Bella Hadid and Emily Ratajkowski showed leg on the red carpet Wednesday. The 20-year-old model and 25-year-old actress risked wardrobe malfunctions in high-slit dresses while attending the 2017 Cannes International Film Festival screening of Ishmael's Ghost in Cannes, France. Hadid stunned in a pink Alexandre Vautier gown and a Bulgari statement necklace. She unintentionally flashed her underwear while posing for photos, while greeting actress Susan Sarandon, according to AOL. Ratajkowski also turned heads in a similar twin set by Simona Barberelli dress and a Bulgari necklace. She and Hadid were all smiles after running into each other on the red carpet and reuniting for a photo after the event. Hadid and Ratajkowski later slipped into comfortable crop tops and jeans for an after-party on a yacht. The pair were joined by friend and model Hailey Baldwin, as seen in video Ratajkowski posted of the trio dancing. The actress captioned the clip, "She loves me," at Bella Hadid at Hailey Baldwin, which showed Hadid cupping her breasts. Hadid and Ratajkowski are close friends who enjoyed a girls' trip to the Bahamas in December. Hadid is known for her modeling work with Chanel and Balmain, while Ratajkowski came to fame after starring in Robin Thicke's Blurred Lines music video. DC Comics has announced a special day to celebrate Wonder Woman that will include guest speakers and free comic books on June 3rd. The event, announced Thursday, will have more than 2,000 comic book stores, bookstores and libraries participating in the celebration of the iconic character. Participating outlets that will feature exclusive in-store promotions includes Barnes & Noble's, Books A Million, Walmart, Costco, and Amazon. The free comic books, which includes a reprint of Wonder Woman's Rebirth issue number 1 by Greg Rucka and Liam Sharp, and all-age books featuring a chapter for the upcoming DC Superhero Girls Volume 3, Summer Olympics by Shia Fontana and Yancy Labatt, will be given away those locations. Writers who have left their mark on Wonder Woman include Rucka, Phil Jimenez, Cliff Chang, Shia Fontana, Mark Andrico, and Kat Staggs will appear at a special Wonder Woman Days event to discuss their love for the character. Additionally, DC's digital series All Access will be counting down to the events with 6 days of Wonder Woman content, including interviews with the cast and crew of the upcoming Wonder Woman film starring Gal Gadot, which releases in theaters June 2nd. The film, directed by Patty Jenkins, also stars Chris Pine, David Thewlis, Robin Wright, Danny Houston, Connie Nielsen, and Elena Anaya. Dennis Quaid has signed on to star as George W. Bush in Katrina American Crime Story. The drama from executive producer Ryan Murphy is the second installment in FX's American Crime Story anthology series that began with 2016's The People vs. O.J. Simpson. The new season will explore the destructive effects of Hurricane Katrina had on New Orleans in 2005. The 63-year-old steps into the role of the 43rd President of the United States as he was highly criticized for his handling of the storm. Quaid joins a cast that includes Matthew Broderick as Federal Emergency Management Agency Director Michael D. Brown and Annette Bening as Louisiana Governor Kathleen Blanco. The People vs. O.J. Simpson alums Courtney B. Vance, Sarah Paulson, and Cuba Gooding Jr. are also set to star. Katrina American Crime Story is being developed concurrently alongside the third season of the series, which will explore the murder of fashion designer Gianni Versace in 1997. A fourth season then will recreate the events of the Monica Lewinsky scandal that rocked the 1990s. Sonequa Martin Green confronts a group of hostile Klingons in the first trailer for CBS's Star Trek Discovery. The clip released Wednesday features Martin Green as first captain accompanying her first officer accompanying her captain, played by Michelle Yeoh, as they explore a desert planet. As the crew comes across an unknown object at the edge of the Federation space, Martin Green and Yeoh must decide what to do when they come into contact with the Klingons. Martin Green replies, "Starfleet doesn't fire first." Yeoh says, when discussing how to deal with the threat, "We have to." Star Trek Discovery takes place 10 years before the original 1966 Star Trek series. The synopsis reads, "Before Kirk, Spock, and the Enterprise, there was Discovery. Now one of the most iconic and influential global franchises returns to television with Star Trek Discovery." The cast also includes James Frain as the father of Mr. Spock, Anthony Rapp, Doug Jones, Rainn Wilson, and Jason Isaacs, who was announced as the captain of the USS Discovery, but is missing from the trailer. Star Trek Discovery is set to debut this fall, with the first episode airing on CBS before moving on to the network's video-on-demand and live streaming service, CBS All Access. The Late Late Show host James Corden is set to host the 60th Grammy Awards ceremony in New York City, the Recording Academy announced. The gala honoring excellence in music is to take place January 28th at Madison Square Garden. The actor, comedian, and singer previously hosted the 2016 Tony Awards recognizing achievements on Broadway. Netflix says that its plans to air 10 episodes of the Jim Henson Company's The Dark Crystal Age of Resistance series. To be shot in the United Kingdom, the program is a prequel to the 1982 fantasy movie The Dark Crystal. It will feature characters created by Jim Henson's Creature Shop and Brian Froud, the original film's conceptual designer. Louis Leterrier will executive produce and direct the series. No casting has been announced yet. Cindy Holland, the vice president of original content at Netflix, said in a statement Thursday, "The Dark Crystal Age of Resistance will combine the art of puppetry perfected by the Jim Henson Company with Louis' vision, powerful storytelling, and a mix of cutting-edge digital imagery and visual effects. I can't wait for families around the world to see how we bring these characters to life." Lisa Henson, the chief executive officer of the Jim Henson Company, says, "Louis Leterrier is passionate about the world of the Dark Crystal and has an incredible creative vision for the series. He brings his passion to every facet of the production as he leads the talented team of artists and writers that are bringing this entire universe to life. Netflix has a deep respect for my father's original work and the many people it inspired. They are the perfect partners to create this next epic chapter in the Dark Crystal story for new fans and the loyal fans who have waited so long for more adventures from this world." Jim Henson was the creator of The Muppets, which appeared in The Muppet Show, Sesame Street, and numerous other movies and TV shows. He also worked on Fraggle Rock and Labyrinth before he died in 1990 at the age of 53. Amber Rose reportedly slept through a 4-hour home invasion this week. The 33-year-old television personality discovered Wednesday morning that a man had broken into her Los Angeles area house while she and son Sebastian were sleeping, according to TMZ. Sources said the suspect entered Rose's home by breaking a kitchen window. Rose, Sebastian, her assistant, and bodyguards were all asleep as the man went through her pantry, hung out, and later fled. Rose called the police after she noticed the broken window and checked her surveillance footage. E! News confirmed the incident is under investigation, but said the suspect didn't appear to steal anything from the house. The break-in follows news that rapper A$AP Rocky was robbed of $1.5 million in jewelry Tuesday in Los Angeles. 3 men confronted a female guest at gunpoint and entered A$AP Rocky's home, according to Us Weekly. Los Angeles Police Department said of the robbers, who then abandoned the safe and took jewelry and other items, the suspects tried to take a safe with them, but they weren't able to take it. Rose has yet to comment on her home invasion. Kim Kardashian celebrated passing the 100 million follower mark Thursday on Instagram by looking back at some of her most liked photos. She said on her website, "I can't believe I've reached 100 million followers on Instagram. Thank you to you guys. To celebrate, I want to take a look back at my most liked posts. I appreciate my fans and family more than you know. You guys are the best." What follows is a slideshow of photos with her husband Kanye West and children Northwest and St. West. Kardashian is the 6th user to pass 100 million follower mark on the photo and video sharing platform. Other than Instagram's house accounts, which users automatically follow when they sign up, pop singer Selena Gomez topped the list with more than 120 million followers. Fellow pop singers Ariana Grande, Taylor Swift, and Beyonce, along with European soccer star Cristiano Ronaldo, are the other users to hit 100 million mark. Leonardo DiCaprio and Nina Agdal have reportedly called it quits. The 42-year-old American actor and 25-year-old Danish model broke up this week after a year of dating, according to Page Six. Sources told Entertainment Tonight DiCaprio and Agdal ended their romance on a friendly note. An insider said they remain friends and are amicable. They are still talking and they remain close. They both felt the relationship had run its course. DiCaprio and Agdal were first linked in May 2016 at the Cannes International Film Festival and were spotted the next month in Montauk, New York. The model laughed off dating rumors in August after her grandmother spoke about her relationship to the tabloids. She told Elle magazine, "I don't know what happened. I'm not going to ask. I'm just like, well, that's hysterical because you can't keep a secret anymore. You literally can't. That's the lesson." DiCaprio will next star in the forthcoming adaptation of the Stephen Talty book, The Black Hand. Agdal is known for her modeling work with Victoria's Secret and Sports Illustrated. Jennifer Lawrence says she was having a blast in a newly surfaced video of her pole dancing. The 26-year-old actress refused to apologize in a Facebook post Wednesday after footage leaked of her cutting loose in a strip club in Vienna, Austria. She wrote, nobody wants to be reminded that they tried to dance on the strip pole by the internet. It was one of my best friend's birthdays, and I dropped my paranoid guard for 1 second to have fun. I'm not going to apologize. I had a blast that night. Radar Online published a video on Wednesday morning of Lawrence dancing April 27th at the Beverly Hills Club in Vienna. The actress was in town to film her new movie Red Sparrow. A source said Jennifer seemed drunk, crawling on all floors around the stage. At some point during the night, she lost her blouse and she was only wearing a bra for the most scandalous dancing. Lawrence had a cheeky response to the reports. She said in a post, "P.S. That's not a bra, it's an Alexander Wang top, and I'm not going to lie, I think my dancing is pretty good, even with no core strengths." Lawrence is one of several celebrities in 2014 to have their private photos hacked and distributed online. She addressed the incident in the November 2014 issue of Vanity Fair, calling the leak a sex crime. The star declared, "Just because I'm a public figure, just because I'm an actress does not mean that I asked for this. It does not mean that it comes with my territory. It's my body and it should be my choice, and the fact that it is not my choice is absolutely disgusting." And finally, Jay-Z and Beyonce's collective net worth has now exceeded over $1 billion. The power couple achieved the $1 billion milestone after Forbes listed Beyonce's wealth at $350 million as part of their list of America's wealthiest self-made women. Jay-Z and Beyonce combined a total of $1.16 billion, coming in with the rap moguls placing second on Forbes' richest hip-hop list with $810 million. The pair's wealth is attributed to their lucrative music careers, with having included multiple tours, clothing lines, and their stake in streaming service Tidal. In January, Sprint bought 33% stake in Tidal, worth around $200 million. Recently, Jay-Z linked a new 10-year deal with Live Nation that is also valued at $200 million. The deal allows Live Nation to exclusively produce and promote Jay-Z's concerts for the foreseeable future. And as your entertainment report for Friday, May 19th, 2017, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back on Monday to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Everyone have a great weekend. Good night, and God bless you all.